Hello everyone, I'm just going to give it a few minutes, let people join. I think this is the first time I've cooked using portrait mode. Anyway, the reason I've got my glasses on today is because I'm not actually dressed. So just wait for people to come in and then we'll explain what's happening. So bear with me guys whilst I even get the recipe up. So if you're watching this on a replay, welcome guys. Yeah, we're going to be making Irish stew. We'll wait for people to join. There's my coffee gone. I'm actually waiting for a parcel as well. You know when you're waiting for a parcel. Hey Melanie, good to see you. Yes, I'm not dressed, as you can see. So we'll just give it another 2 minutes, I think, because it's not 3 o'clock yet. Well, 11 o'clock Eastern. So yeah, I'm chilled out today. I've just got my I've got this on. I got this at Christmas actually. It was a Christmas present, and it's super warm inside. And yeah, I've not got dressed, so I just thought I can't be bothered getting dressed. And you know, so what I'm going to do after this broadcast is I'm going to let the stew cook because it needs to cook for another 2 hours, and then I'm going to go back to bed. Because I did go out last night and I could have stayed out a lot longer, but I chose not to. So in a way, that's, you know, it was St. Patrick's night, so it was a good night. I played bingo actually, and I actually won on the bingo. So, but yeah, I sound really, really terrible and croaky and horrible today. So anyway, yeah. So we're doing Irish. I'm gonna let that cook for 2 hours. Then I'm gonna go back to bed. But I'm gonna be watching every one of you. So. Sat in my bed, looking a little rough. I am a little Brenda. I'm very rough today. Although I didn't drink that much as I thought I was going to drink. We did start having a few drinks about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and then I wasn't really planning on going out at all. And then we ended up going out. It was like 1 drink in each bar, and then there's like 3 or 4 after that. So I must have had about. Maybe 6, maybe 7, maybe 8. I can't remember. I lost count. But I did have some Baileys as well. But the thing was, that Baileys, not only had I had it a year because of Christmas, I had it at Christmas and we did the cooking Saturday with the Baileys mousse. And I'd opened it then, I didn't put it in the fridge. And I ended up putting it in the bedroom. Yeah, you know, like we've got like a little cooler area with all the, you know, like where you get your wine, put your wines and stuff and beers. And because it was open, I think it's actually in the fridge. I think it's that made me really ill last night. So I was very ill last night. So yeah, but that could have been a lot worse. So anyway, let's switch you. In fact, let's talk about then today. So we've got lots of broadcasters coming live throughout the day. It's a St. Patrick's theme, or you can pick a country. I can tell you next month we are going to be doing, get ready for it, something that you probably will all have, because the week after, it's going to be on the 15th of April, I think, 15th. Yeah, 15th of April, because the week after that I won't be in the country, so it has to be that week, and the week after I'll be coming back, so that's going to be on the 15th of April. The theme is going to be chocolate, because we'll all have chocolate Easter eggs, so you can use your chocolate up. And yeah, we like chocolate, so we've not done the chocolate one for ages. And I remember when we did the chocolate one before, we had, I've forgotten his name, but he took us to that chocolate factory in Australia. Do you remember? That's how long ago it was. And also because it's getting warmer now, if it's any later, then the chocolate would just melt. So thank you for the moderator, Melanie. Right, let's spin you around there because we're going to get cooking. It's quite an intense recipe, this. So I'm just going to bring you down. Hopefully, I'm not going to be able to read these comments, am I? So I want you to have a good position so you can all see what I'm doing. I'll try my best to read the comments. So, but I'm going to get cracking with this because you can see what the recipe looks like as well, because I don't always show you the recipe. So if I go into my Google, I've lost it now. As I say, I'm waiting for a delivery at the same time, so I'm listing out all the time for a delivery. I think it might be here now. Bear with me, guys. Bear with me. Here it is. This is the rest. Oh, no, that's my photos. Sorry, guys. If he knocks on the door, I'm going to have to just suddenly dash. So there it is. We all know what an Irish stew is. Can you all see that? So we're going to brown the meat, beef. We're going to add garlic and stock ingredients. Saute onions, carrots. I'm going to use some parsnips. Vegetables. Yeah. Oh, parcel's here, 1 minute. Right, I just had a delivery of some caps, some hats. Hello Jay, good to see you. Right then, should we get cracking with this? So we'll have to, I've not prepared anything, so let's just go with it and see what happens. And we've got some Guinness here as well. That's going to go into the stew. So, first of all, it says, sprinkle a teaspoon of salt over beef pieces. Well, we'll do that in a minute. Then we're going to cook the beef. Let's do the veg. We've got garlic. So let's cut up this veg. Alright. As I say, I'm feeling a little bit worse for wear today. But we shall go with it. You can all see this okay? Oh, it's a big carrot, isn't it? I just stood in the same position. Oh dear gosh. Right, let's cut these up. I'm not bothering with any fancy choppers or anything like that today. Just get on and do it. So how are we cutting the carrots? These need to be nice and small. Or how would you have your carrots? Let me know in the comments. Read above. What's happening? Always put Baileys in the fridge because it has cream in it. Yeah, you always forget, don't you? You know it's whiskey and cream, but I did forget. Your mum never put Baileys in the fridge. It mixed with alcohol, so it should be fine. Okay. Oh, yeah. I don't know. Maybe it was just I had too much to drink. I'm not sure. Right, you can all see this. I'll spin you down just a bit. That's a bit better. There we go. So I'm going to cut the carrots. I think I'm going to do them. I know what I'll do. Let's do the old-fashioned way. I'll do some like this. Right, and then I'll cut them. Yeah, that'll do. I'm doing this on the top of my oven. Right, I think it says 3 to 4 carrots. 3 to 4 carrots. Some people like them cut up into circles, don't they? Oh. So how's everyone doing then? Are we all okay? Oh, we've got a few new people coming in. Hello, Stuart from Ireland. Nice to see you, Stuart. Happy St. Paddy's Day to you yesterday. Hopefully you had a good day and you're not too hungover today. But I was watching the live stream. You can watch the live stream of the street. I don't know what the name of the street is. Where the is it the Templar Bar? Is it or something? There was even a live stream last night of the bar as well. So you can watch them online. So I've got lots of carrots there. Just going to cut the end of this off. And cut the end of that off. I'll tell you what, I've gone through a lot of carrots these last few weeks, especially with that juicer. I love carrot juice now. I've been drinking so much carrot juice. I tell you what, there's a lot of noise happening outside today where I am. I don't know why. We had one neighbour who's been doing his garden. Well, I think he moved in a couple of months ago. And then he was saying something about, because the house is a council house, something about the garden doesn't belong to him. And then I don't know if they brought someone in to do some work, but they were making so much noise. And when you've got a headache, that's the last thing you want. Hi, Anne. He's Aidan from the UK. Yes, I'm in Leeds in the UK, in England. So there's the carrots, guys. So I'm going to put these into a bowl. So today's broadcast, as I say, it's for our Cooking Saturday. We do these each month. We have a different theme each month. And yeah, our theme is St. Patrick's Day or pick a country, because no, not everybody wants to always celebrate St. Patrick's Day, and kind of limited, aren't you, really, when it comes to St. Patrick's Day with the sort of food. But I made this last year, and I thought I'd give it I'll try it again. I don't have any wine or wine stock, so what I'm going to use instead is a vegetable stock that I've got. And also, because I'm feeling worse for wear, I thought this is a nice, easy recipe. If not, I do recipes that are quite complicated sometimes. I like to challenge myself. But okay, so there's the carrots. Right, okay, so let's now cut up some parsnips. And I'm also not even peeling potatoes today. I need to... I've got a nice, easy tin of new potatoes here. So these are going to go in the stew. Sometimes it's just easier, isn't it, to do that. Now I get this peeler. Brenda's favourite peeler. Okay, so... which catches all the shavings. Have you noticed I'm also on Twitch? I'm not on TikTok today. I just thought to myself, you know what, let's test the portrait mode out again. So what's everyone else making? Let me know in the comments. I know Melanie's doing a German platter. I'm really looking forward to seeing that, because I don't actually know what a German platter is. I'm guessing it involves some sort of... Is it like... is it called sauerkraut? I'm not sure what it's called. Like some sort of sausage or... But it sounds nice. And hams maybe, I'm not sure. That sounds... Yeah, it sounds really nice. Really nice. Right, I'm going to cut up the parsnip. Whoops. There you go. Cut them into rounds, and then I'll cut these up a bit smaller. So yes, I could have done this before I came live, but yeah, it's nice to see everything. Right, let's just cut these. And then these again. They look like bananas, don't they? That's one thing I want to try. Do you know air fryers? Some air fryers have the what they call... Is it? I've forgotten what it's called now, but it dries the fruit up. What's that method called? And I've got one on my machine, and I've never used it, but apparently it takes a minimum of like 6 hours to do. So if you can take any dehydrate, that's the one. So yeah, I might have to give that a try as well at some point. Right, there's the parsnip. I was going to get a big bag of parsnips, and then I thought, really, would I? How many parsnips do you reckon you need in a stew? I would say probably 2, but I think that's enough. There we go. So there's the parsnips. Right. Okay. Right. So next thing then, I think we'll do the onion. So I've only got a tiny onion there, so let's see if I've got a bigger onion. Let's find a bigger onion. And then we've got our beef, diced beef. Now I think in a stew you need more onions, so I'm going to use this huge onion here. This could be the biggest onion you've ever seen in your life. Are you ready? That's the one that was in the stew pack, and that's the onion. Okay, if you could do your thing, Melanie, please. Thank you. So yeah, we'll put the small onion back. And let's cut this one up. I promise we will get onto the stew in a minute. Okay. Yeah, well, I've been cooking since I was probably 6 or 7 years old and using knives. But what I'm more worried about is using this chopping board on the top of my oven. But you get used to whichever cooking place you do it, you know. Alright, let's cut this with a proper knife. That's why I use a bread knife, you see. Bread knives get right through. I think it's because it's been in the fridge as well. There we go. Right. You'll see this. It's gone a bit dark, hasn't it? I'll put the light on. How's that? Bear with me, guys. Ah, that's better. I don't even know who it was. Does anyone know who that was? Don't even know who it was. Maybe someone's had too much to drink. Anyway, right, sorry guys, let's get back to this. Right, let's cut this in half. Oh, there's a bit of skin there. Yeah, so next month we're going to do chocolate. Looking forward to that. Probably could use that. There we go. Now the onions, it says they need to be cut into squares. So if we do it like this, so I've got my hand covered there, and then we can go across. It's been ages since I've cooked live, because what I do now is I do post more videos onto TikTok, because they get a lot more view. When it comes to coming live, you know, the fact that, do you remember with Haps and Twitch and Periscope and all that? Periscope was good for the replays, but you could never, with TikTok, you can't watch the replays. So you've only got the live, so it's easy to do videos. So I find that more people view the videos and you can favourite them, and then, oh God, what's going on with this? Yeah, I could have prepared this earlier, but we'll get in there. Hi Rick. I didn't see that comment. Is he being rude again? That beer looked nice that you were drinking yesterday. Oh. Right, there we go. That is the onions. Now let's pop these onto a little plate or a bowl. Yeah, you could cut them up a bit smaller, but if you're slow cooking it, which I am doing, they will just all break apart and you'll get a nice crunch. We should really heat this up now though and get this pan going. Might have to just move this out of the way. Would make my life a bit easier, wouldn't it? Right, I'm not going to do the Swede, or if I do cut the Swede up, I'll do it separately over this other side. Just making space. Bear with me, guys. Oh, another thing I want to show you really quickly. I've been experimenting. With porridge oats, and I put them in a blender, and look what I made. Look what I made. This is going to go everywhere now. I made oat flour, and you can use that in loads of different foods like cookies, or, you know, I think it's brilliant. I'm going to use it now. So if you've not got any flour and you need something like flour, get some porridge oats. It's much cheaper as well. Blend it up. So he's not in, is he? Is he not in, Melanie? I thought I saw his name. Unless it was another Rick. So yeah, it's really easy to do, but don't do the long method that I did, and start putting it through a coffee grinder. It's forever. So do it in a blender. It's so much easier and so much quicker. Right then, we're gonna start cooking the stew. Oh. So we've got our big pan. Let's get this heated up. Okay. I'll heat this up. I said I'd be a lot slower today, didn't I? And then what we're going to do is add some oil. And then we're going to get the beef cooking. So let's get some oil. So I'm going to add a good fair amount of oil because it needs to cook. That'll do. Okay, so it's going to heat up now. We're going to get our beef. Now, I don't have any paper towel, so therefore I can't dampen the beef. So this beef here then, it's British diced beef. A traditional Irish stew will have lamb instead of beef. So, but I decided lamb was really, really expensive. So I thought, as much as I'd like to do it, you can easily do it with, you can do it with any sort of meat. Stewing mince obviously is better. I don't know if this is a stewing beef or not. It does say on it perfectly cooked, low and slow. Low and slow. So, and these were on offer, so I'm guessing everyone's buying this. And it's 500 grams that I'm going to use. I'm going to use the whole lot. And then this should last me maybe till like Monday, Tuesday. So, yeah, drink lots of water, definitely, yeah. Lots of water. I was so dehydrated this morning. It's the worst feeling, isn't it, Brenda? So, but yeah, I'm actually glad the hour, well, we would have been on the same time, but the hour difference, I think that confused a lot of people. So what I did was I moved the times, the Eastern times, an hour forward, and then made it so it's 4 hours, which would be the right time, rather than having it at the time before. If it was at the time before, those in the UK would have thought, oh, we're 4 hours difference, and then you would have come on at the wrong time. Or you might have thought to me, I was on at the wrong time. So it's for you to all catch up to the right time that you'd set. So, yeah, good job I did that. So we want this nice and hot. Right, let me find the next step. I will still be on later tonight, by the way. So we're gonna do. I don't think I'm gonna do a St. Paddy's quiz because I did that yesterday. So you can watch. I'll have to upload that to YouTube. It was a good quiz, Melanie, wasn't it? Oh no, you weren't there, Melanie. Sorry. But it was a good quiz, so I'll post that up so you can watch that later on. Does the camera keep pinching in? Oh, it keeps doing that. Keep recognising. Whoops. Oh yeah, turkey mince. That would be nice. That would be nice, definitely, Melanie. Oh, and I'm using this. I found this in Morrison's in the supermarket. It's like I think it's a Worcester sauce. It's like a table sauce. It's got is it tamarind? And I thought I'd give it a try instead of the Liam Perrins. Yeah, it's got there. If you look at the ingredients at the bottom, I don't know if you can see that. There you go. That's all the ingredients in there. So it's kind of similar to Worcestershire sauce. Right then, let's get this beef in. So it says brown the beef. We're going to put some salt and pepper on this as well. Let's get this cooking. Because I know what you're all saying. You're all saying, we're hungry, Aidan, we're hungry. So let's get this in. Drop this in. Oh, yeah, you don't want that. I don't think that would taste very nice, do you? Sorry guys, I know some people are a bit squeamish. Oh, it looks nice. You can just use steak actually and just cut it up. Have like steak strips, which we've done before. Right. Quick wash of my hands. Okay, start to hear it sizzle now. Let's get the spoon. Okay, and the thing apparently when it comes to cooking beef like this, just let it rest. So let it touch the pan, but don't be turning it all the time. Let it sear and cook. Let's get some salt and pepper on this. You've not had a hangover since 2013. I think you said 2013 then, 2017. It's still a long time though. Right, let's put some pepper on. Where's my pepper gone? Is Jay still there? He's still there, Jay. How's the opera? I wasn't sure if you were going to do a live stream. I forgot to check. Well, I could zoom in now actually, couldn't I? Oh no, I can't zoom in. I keep forgetting that. It must be something as you get older, because you do feel worse. I think last night was the worst I had ever felt, and I said this to Melanie since kind of when I had COVID, and I don't know whether it's COVID that's made it worse. So yeah, we'll have to see. Oh, it smells gorgeous, this. Has anyone seen the Jamie Oliver pizza pan thing? His pizza recipe that he does in the pan. We're going to have to try that. Right, so how long do we cook this for? Let me just check. Bear with me 1 second. Sorry guys, I was just checking to... There's something happening outside. They left their van door open at the back. Don't know if there's anyone in there or whether they've just disappeared. It's all happening today. It's all happening today. Just trying to catch up in the comments. So let me see how long to cook this for, because it didn't tell me. So the actual, it says sprinkle a teaspoon of salt over the beef pieces, heat olive oil in a large pan, pat dry the beef with paper towels. Yeah, we've not done that. Add the beef and cook without stirring until well brown on one side, then use tongs to turn over the pieces over and brown on the other side. Do you know, Brenda, the day actually my nephew and niece were christened, I was in Manchester that weekend at the you know, for the Pride event, and I came over from Manchester to Leeds and went to the christening, and I was so hungover. We must sort of, but you know, you had to be there. But I didn't miss it though. But you know, but it can be tricky, can't it? when these, you know, you don't know when the dates are, or you plan these things and things like that. Oh, this is looking really good. Right, let's get some tongs. I'm going to use the red tongs if I can find them yet. I'm going to use the red tongs. Have a look at these. Oh, look at that. So we're just searing the beef. It's nice and moist in the middle. Oh, we're halfway through already. Some on the outer side are not cooked. Let's try and get the pan a bit more centred. Oh, these look really good. Yeah, looking good. So Brenda, what are you cooking? What are you cooking today? Quite fiddly this, isn't it, when you've got to turn them all over individually. Hi Jay. Yeah, gin is the devil liqueur. Or is it tequila? Tastes like Christmas trees. How's the opera going, Jay? Have you... So is the opera, is it a long-term thing? Is it, you know, or is it just like one night? So is it going to be, obviously are they going to be on tour, or is it just in one place? I'm just going to move these down here. Takes ages, doesn't it, to stew beef? Well, we're not stewing the beef. It looks like it's stewing, but we want to sear it. I don't know if and we're not taking it out the pan, so we could start to now add in the onion, not the onions, the garlic. Oh, adverts. Adverts. Let me know what adverts you got. Oh God. See, the thing is, the user actually, the live streamer, the broadcaster, doesn't even get to see what adverts appear or choose what type of adverts they want on the channel. I'd be devastated if somebody got an advert on my channel that was not related to cooking. You know, you'd think they would be targeted for that. Right, I don't know. What was I saw on Melanie's? It was a movie, and then they were shooting people. I was like, I don't want to see that. And then what was it? There was an advert for Paddy Power gambling. You know, I'm sure you don't want that, Melanie, is in adverts, but I don't think we can change it. I don't know. Oh, this looks good. These are looking good. Oh, yeah, I do need some water in a minute, I think. Oh, it's steaming up a bit, guys. Sorry about the camera. So you know the little tripod I had that was above this, above the oven? Well, one of the legs snapped, and I went to take the top part that holds the phone, which actually attached onto the legs because the other one didn't work. Do you remember? Because that snapped. But that little piece, when I went to screw it into it, I took it off and I put it back on. There's like little black pin, and it just got jammed, and then it snapped off. So that's why I'm having to. I mean, I love this tripod. This is a Maiden tripod that I use. All right, we're nearly there, I think. I think we'll start to add in the garlic now, I think. Well, actually, no, we need to, I think, add in the Guinness in as well soon. Yeah, it's a fairly quick Irish stew, this. But yeah, I agree, lamb is lovely, I love lamb. But yeah, try to use the substitutes. I'm going to keep all this in. I know some people like to take out the oil, but I think it adds to the flavour. What do you think? We're nearly there. What do you think, guys? I think that's... I don't want it too brown, because I think if you burn it, then that adds to the that gives that burnt taste. But then you want that flavour to come out. Right, what's next then? Next step, we're going to add in garlic, and we're going to saute it for 30 seconds until fragrant. And then we're going to add in some beef stock. Doesn't tell me how much beef stock. How much beef stock do you reckon I should put in there? I think we'll just cover it over, I think. But I do like it thicker. I like a thicker beef stock. Then we're going to add Guinness, tomato paste, sugar, thyme if you've got it, Worcester sauce. So we'll basically adding in all the flavours and the liquid. Okay, so I'm just going to put the kettle on. I think I'm going to add probably a litre. Is it a litre? If I fill this up, I can fill this up, yeah, so maybe about a litre. Yeah, 1 litre, 1,000 millilitres. Oh yeah, this is looking good. Right, so getting the garlic. First piece of garlic. But I'm going to add 6 pieces. I think the more garlic in a stew, the better. Sorry for the noise in the background. Mix all that in. Smells so good. How many pieces of garlic do you like? Oh, that's amazing. A few more. We'll just add a few more in. You could chop up the garlic if you wanted to, but I like to squeeze it. Just drop all that in. Just give that one good mix. Like so. We'll let that sit for about 30 seconds. Right, let's add in some tomato paste. Add some tomato paste. Let's pour that in. I'm going to add the Guinness in first, and then I'm going to add the beef stock. Add a bit of sugar. Add a bit of sugar in. Let's pop some of this Worcester sauce in. Let's get the Guinness in now before it... Yeah, this is the best part. All the flavours coming out. Look at that. Smells so good. Yeah, I'll put in the Worcester sauce now. So this is called Henderson Relish. Put them out in there. Oh yeah, that smells good. Just like that. I don't know whether to use the whole can, I don't know. I'll just half, I think half's enough. Ooh, that would be nice just on its own actually, with some rice. It smells good. In the Guinness. So we'll put half in for now, and then we can always add a bit extra afterwards. So that's all the Guinness. Just let all that, look at that guys. Oh, smells awesome. Right, we still haven't added in the beef stock. So let's get that done. Now obviously we're going to be adding in the vegetables as well. So this is the beef stock. You could put that in there if you wanted to. I'm going to put it into a jug. Oh, this smells amazing. And the thing I think with this sort of stew is you can add anything you want. Okay, I think that's enough. We've got some nice bread to go with this as well. I'll show you that in a second. So what we're doing is we're just allowing all that alcohol and... Oh, we need to put the vegetable stock in as well. So I'm going to put that vegetable stock in because I don't have any red wine stock, but you can use that if you want. So I usually, when I do like a stew, I tend to do vegetable stock and beef stock, or chicken stock. Or if I'm doing a soup, I'll mix it up a little bit. So you can just pinch this, get it in there. Oh, we need to add some water as well. I forgot to add the water. So we'll add the water now, which will kind of allow the stock to come out. That smells amazing, that relish sauce, that relish Worcestershire sauce. And have you heard there's actually a Leeds sauce you can buy now? I'm looking forward to trying that. As soon as I see it, I'm going to buy it. I'll give you my honest opinion on it. Let's add some water, just a little bit. Add a bit of water, like that. I'm going to mix that up, and then we'll add the beef stock. Oh, it smells so good. Oh, thanks Brenda. What we'd have, we've got 20 minutes left, so plenty of time. Now, once this is all comes together, and we're just going to leave it. I'm going to leave it for 2 hours. The longer you leave any stew, of course, the tastier it gets. In fact, I'm going to add a bit more tomato puree in this. Mix it in. And I guess it's all about experimenting with what flavours work for you, and if this tastes nice, then Doesn't matter, does it? Oh, I'll show you the bread. Where's the bread? Here's the bread. I've got a nice stone, part-baked, multigrain stone oven baguette to go with this. So you can make your own soda bread as well. Or you could make your own bread using the oat flour, if you wanted to do that. This, oh my god, it just smells amazing. Right, that in the beef stock. Look at that. Try not to fill it too much because I've got carrots to go in here. But it will simmer down, won't it? So it will thicken up as well. So it might look a mess at the minute, but it will simmer down a lot. You can add some flour, but I've got flour in the stock already, so if you not just got beef stock on its own, you'd add a bit of flour to that. Add some oat flour. Right, let's see what the next step is. I think we're going to add the... Oh, we didn't add the onions. I forgot to do the onions. I forgot to put the onions in. I could fry them off and then... Actually, I'll just pop them in. Let's pop them in. I'm going to add in the onions now. And we're going to add in the carrots. It smells so good. Yeah, let's just get parsnips in there, the carrots. Look at that, guys. And then I've got some potatoes. I'm not going to use all the potatoes, but I'm just going to slice. I might put a few in. So here are the new potatoes. Now I need a new tin opener because this one it's gone a bit rusty, I think. So I'm gonna pour some of that potato water in there because again that's got flavour in as well. Nice. Really struggling getting this can open today. Bear with me. You'll see me doing it. Struggling away. Blimey. Don't even think I've managed to get into that. They're so sharp, aren't they? There we go. So, be careful. I'm just going to put a few of these in. These little potatoes. So we'll just drop them in because I'm being lazy. The reason I'm just adding them in slowly is because it needs to wilt down a bit. Not wilt down a bit, simmer down a bit. These potatoes are really good for your air fryers as well. I've seen people do recipes where they take a tin of potatoes, put it into their air fryer, and oh, thanks, Jay. And they roast them, don't they? Look at that. What do we think, guys? I'm sorry Anna didn't get round to doing the Danish recipe, but it did look good. I did have a look on the website, and I will have a look on there and for inspiration. Look at that, guys. Oh, just trying to think. You could add any other vegetables you want to this. But I think that is enough. I've got loads of carrots left as well. I'm gonna add a bit more Guinness. Put some more Guinness in there. So that is it, guys. That is it. That is my Irish stew And as I say, it's going to simmer for at least 2 hours. And as it goes down, I will add more beef stock to it. So, should I do a little quick taste test? Obviously, can't taste the carrots, but just that mix. Let's have a little taste. It might need some more salt and pepper. I just want none of the onion. I'm just gonna have a quick taste of this. Ooh. Oh, that's delicious. Mmm. Ooh, yes. Mmm. Oh, that's going to be gorgeous. So, guys, I'll tell you what, I'm going to add a bit more salt. I'm also going to add a little bit more Worcestershire sauce as well. There we go. Right, I think I'm done, guys. Let me put the lid on the top now. So it was always going to be a short one today. So thank you so much for watching. I shall see you in, I think, who's up next? Brenda, I think. I think Brenda's up next. Yeah, I'll be 12 or 1. I can't remember who's up. I'm not sure now. Yeah, oh, Anne's up next. Sorry, Anne's up next. Sorry, Anne. So thank you all for watching. I'm gonna let this simmer for 2 or 3 hours now. So I'll see you then. Bye.